Good morning, children. So let's continue with the chapter Preparing for the Day. While Babuji is away, Amma, Chotu and I put the previous day's vegetables on the gunny bags and sprinkle some water on them. By 6:30 a.m., Babuji is back from the Mandi with baskets and sacks full of fresh vegetables. At that time, our house looks more like a small vegetable market. There are brinjals, potatoes, tomatoes, okra, that's bhindi, pumpkin, gourds, chilies, and many other vegetables all around. Everybody helps in sorting the vegetables. Sorting the vegetable means separating it, putting it together. Like you have to keep tomatoes together, potatoes together. They all are mixed, so you have to separate it. That is sorting. Okay. The vegetables which are not fully ripe and ready to sell are kept aside because they keep it for the next day. Because they are not fully ripe, we have to sort the vegetables fast so as to reach the bazaar as early as possible. So from the mandi, his father comes back at 6:30 and then they quickly sort the vegetables. They separate the vegetables, which are the good one, which is unripe, which is not to be sold, which will be sold tomorrow. They separate them. Okay. And then quickly they put it on the cart so that he can go back for selling it in the bazaar. By 7 o'clock, Babuji arranges all the vegetables on the hand cart and leaves for the bazaar. He says that if he is late, then his regular buyers may buy their vegetables from someone else. Okay, so by 7 o'clock, he has to leave the house so that his regular buyers, so regular customers, so regular buyers will buy from him only. Otherwise, if he'll be late, some other will come and he'll buy from there. Okay, so he has to be on time. So by 7 o'clock he has to leave. So in half an hour they have to do all the sorting, then they have to put it on the cart and then he has to leave as well. Okay, as soon as Babuji leaves, I quickly get ready as I have to reach school by 7:30. Okay, now in the bazaar, Chotu attends school in the afternoon. He rests for a while and he goes to bazaar later with food for Babuji and Bhaiya. He stays with them at the vegetable cart until it is time for him to go to school. So Chotu takes, what does he take? He takes tiffin, he takes food for them. Okay, now and then from there only he goes to school. Sometimes he goes back after school to help Babuji. Babuji tries to see that the previous day's vegetables are sold first. Yeah, so you have to sell the previous day's vegetable first so that they shouldn't get spoiled. Right? Now, as the previous day's vegetables get sold, Bhaiya takes out fresh vegetables from the sacks and puts them in the cart. He also keeps sprinkling water on the vegetables so that they do not dry up, especially in the summers. Babuji and Bhaiya return home after a long day, only around 10 o'clock at night. So children, let's just imagine 3 o'clock they are waking up, 10 o'clock they are reaching home. By then Chotu and I are asleep. Everyone else sleeps around 11 or 11:30 at night. And at 3 o'clock next morning, only 4 hours later, our family is up again. Another day has begun. So children, just imagine how difficult their life is. No? They are just sleeping for 4.5 hours. Yeah? But normally people should sleep for 6 to 8 hours. But they are so poor that for their living, For their livelihood, they have to do all this work and they have to wake up at 3 o'clock. Yeah. So here there are clocks made. In the morning, it's morning 3 o'clock. What does Vaishali do? Morning 6 o'clock. What is Vaishali is doing? And yeah, it's night at 10 in the night. What does Vaishali does? Yeah. What does she do? And what do you do? What do you do? At 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning ends, and 11 at 10 at night. What do you do? Do you go back to sleep? What, at 3 o'clock in the morning you are still asleep, nicely fast asleep, and I think at 6 o'clock we all wake up, right? So life for this family is not so easy. So here some fun with vegetables. The next time when you go to get okra, what is okra? Is bhindi. Look at them carefully. Are all of them the same size? Find the longest and the shortest one. Measure them. Do all the okra have the same thickness and the color? Cut the okra lengthwise, okay? And both of them have the same number of seeds. When you will cut it lengthwise, then only you will see the number of seeds. Then Seema's mother has bought some fruits and vegetables from the market. Can you find the pictures? Now color and write their names alongside. So these are the, this is the diagram where you have to color the vegetables and fruits. Okay. Now these are the textbook activity that we are going to do later, right? But this is very important. This is always asked in the exam, children, right? So we are doing it later. Fruits and vegetables that spoil quickly, okay? Then fruits and vegetables that stays for some days. Then fruits which are very smooth from outside, which are rough from outside, right? So these are the textbook exercises which we are going to do it later. Okay, chalo, just finish the drawing on the book and then you can click the picture and send it to me.